guys, welcome back to my channel. Sandra here, and this is my Stars and Palm channel. And I'm using my Clique Kit today to do a 12 by 12 layout. I know. Say what? I did just say 12 by 12 layout. I thought it would be really fun because I was really inspired by the things I got in the Clique Kit, and I really wanted to do a 12 by 12 layout, believe it or not, so I decided to do that. And I'm just cutting off the strip from the paper, and I'm totally keeping that because it's super cute. And I just had an idea that I just wanted to go with. I'm sure I'm going to use some of my Clique Kit for Project Life layouts as well. I just felt like I wanted to do a 12 by 12, so that's what I'm doing, so I hope you guys enjoy this as well. I'm using some white paint, and then I'm using a little paintbrush with some water because I want to create like a little bit of a wash on the middle of this paper, just to make it a little bit more subtle for what I'm going for and just for the look that I'm going for. So it's not going to be like super strong white, but that's why you just mix it with enough water to create like a wash effect, and I really like the way that it looks. And how do you like my ginormous bucket that I have? I really like that one because it's big, so I can't knock it over easily, which is a plus for me if you know me. And then I also like the fact that it can hold a lot of water, so I don't have to keep going back and forth for like water and all that stuff. So it's like one of my favorite purchases like of a long time for mixed media stuff. Now I'm just setting up the items. Those two items that you see there are from my Clique Kit. There's like that gold foil transparency card and then that other documented. And then I have this 12 by 12 cut apart one that I knew I wanted to use that polka dot on this layout, because even though I have kind of like a polka dot going on in the blue color, it's more of like a medium type of polka dot. It's not as tiny as that one, so I feel like they would blend well together. And then I have that photo that I printed out on my Canon Pixma, which I do have a video talking about how I print my photos in case that's something that you're wondering about. But I just printed that out, and I knew I wanted to use that in black and white because I thought it would look cool. And that's just me with my puppy there, being ridiculous as I am. And then I also added that other cut apart that you see that says 365 because I just like the way those colors look together and I thought it would be fun. And I was kind of going for like a square look to this, so kind of like a collage-y type effect, if that makes any sense. But that's what, I make up words when I do this, but that's what I was going for. And I thought it would look cool, so I kind of just went with it because since I'm not someone who does a lot of 12 by 12 scrapbooking at all, this is probably my second layout of this year. So I just thought I would just have fun with it and just do something that looked good to me. So I'm just sizing that out and just cutting a little bit off just because it needs it like a little bit off. And then I'm going to layer the transparency on top of that because I just like the way that it looks layered on that. And all those transparencies you get come with like a clear like plastic coat on it to kind of just protect it. So you want to keep that in mind, that you take that off when you're using these, because I know that before when I first started scrapbooking I didn't realize that, even though it might seem obvious. And I was just making sure that it was all like nice and clean for that. And I was originally going to staple that on there, but unfortunately, like I realized that it was too big. I couldn't reach it. I was like, no, no. So I just decided to just glue that down instead. And then I was playing with adding a frame around my picture because I just like the way that that looked. I wasn't originally going to do that, but I really liked the way the frame looked on there. So I added some foam tape to just prop that up and give it some dimension and just make it, just give it a little focal point, which also, as you guys know, I have a ton of frames. So I was like, yes, another frame out of here. Those are one of the things in my stash that I'm trying to use more of because, it's sometimes I find it challenging to use frames, so I'm really trying to really use my stash and challenge myself. Then I just decided to add this oh hey little bit, which that is from the 12 by 12 cut apart where you get a bunch of little bits. So I decided to use all those cute little bits because I thought they were awesome. And then that flare that also comes in the kit. And if you saw my unboxing, then you saw all the awesomeness that comes in this kit. If you haven't, you should check it out so you could just kind of see what it's all about. And I'm just adding my Thermoweb Zot to that, which is like the perfect type of glue dot for flare, for gluing down flare in my opinion, unless you use like foam tape, which you could also use, but I just decided to use the Zot because I didn't want it to have any height to it. I feel like it already has height to it naturally, so it didn't really need it. And then I'm adding that little black saying that's also from the same cut apart where I got the oh hey. And that's kind of what I love about cut aparts. They come with like random embellishments that you can use for things. And that little wood veneer is also from this month's kit, and it was originally from Pink Fresh Studio, when they came out with that line. So I thought that would be perfect to go on this because it brings in more pink, which I love. And then I'm using a brad from the same kit as well, which I love all the colors of those brads, so I figured this was the perfect way to kind of incorporate that and kind of anchor it down to my layout without using maybe what you would naturally think to use, like twine or whatever. I think it's a fun way to just add another element and bring in some more yellow. And so I was playing with the idea of also using these cut aparts that also come on that 12 by 12 sheet. I really like them, and I wanted to bring in more yellow to my spread because I think yellow and blue really complement each other nicely, as well as pink. So I kind of just laid them down first to see how they looked, and then once I decided, I added the foam tape and kind of just laid them on there. And I really actually love the way that looks, and I was just playing with different layering elements because I just see what looks right to me. That's pretty much, scrapbooking is the same as Project Life in that sense. You kind of just have to commit to things, see what looks nice to you, and then once you decide, or you decide you're going to commit to it, just do it, because worst case scenario, you can always take it off and start over or whatever. So, and then these puffy stickers that also came in this month's kit, which are so adorable, and I wanted to hoard them so bad, but I do have another pack of them, so that's why I'm like letting go a little bit. But they're super cute. And then these striped alpha that also came in this month's kit, which I knew I wanted to use because I thought they were so cute, and even though I'm bringing in another pattern to this, I just thought that they looked nice, and on the white they didn't look too busy to me, so I really like the way they look. Not to mention, anything striped reminds me of Kate Spade. That's like my line for this year every time I'm doing scrapbooking, apparently, but it does though. It looks so pretty. So I just kind of decided to make that like my title area, I guess. Like I said, I'm not a big 12 by 12 scrapbooker, so I was just like, oh, this would be fun to put kind of like a title and then do a tiny bit of journaling above it. So I'm just putting Be Silly, Be You, because that's just who I am. I'm just ridiculous, and I'm alright with that. I think life's too short to take yourself too seriously, so I thought that would be a cute title. And I did add little tiny puffy hearts to in between the sayings because I thought that would just look cute. And then I was deciding on which puffy heart I wanted there as well. And I'm just going to let you know ahead of time that some of the finishing touches I do put on this you're not going to get to see because my camera cut out, but I will have pictures of everything, so you will get to see the actual pictures even if you don't see me finishing that up. And right now I'm just adding some of these cute pink labels that come in this kit. And I mean, they're pink and they have gold and they're tiny word stickers, so winning! I was just like, yes, yes. So I knew I had to add these and add different pops of like this kind of magenta-y pink because I thought it would look really cute. And I really like the way that it looks, so. But as always, guys, I will leave links in the description box below to this awesome kit. You guys really want to check them out, especially if you're looking for new kits to kind of get into. They have a great variation of stuff, and I really do think that you get your money's worth with these. And also, if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you're not, be sure and like this, subscribe. I will have links to everything in the description box below. And I hope you guys enjoy this 12 by 12 layout, and I will have some more Project Life layouts for you coming very soon, so no worries, okay? I'm not turning over to the dark side. I'm just kidding about that, by the way. I just think it's fun every once in a while to throw in a 12 by 12, so I'm getting more comfortable with it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. See you later. Bye!